Hey there, and welcome to Free-Clep-Prep, or FCP for short. Our mission is simple: to be the best free resource for these exams on the internet, so that you can earn college credit quickly and at the fraction of the cost it usually would be. To be the best, we need to offer a lot, so please give us just a few minutes to run you through everything available. You'll be glad you did. When you first logged in, you were taken to a screen that we called the classroom. Here you'll find the latest news and see our bragging board, where people just like you are posting their wins. That's all great, but you're probably here to study, so let's get some study material added to our classroom. The first step is to click on either of these handy links and select the exam you're studying for. Let's say we want to take the American Literature Clep. Selecting that exam will take us to the exam overview page. Now, look at this little graduation cap here. That's the favorite icon. Let's go ahead and click on that before we do anything else. Great, we've assigned this exam as our favorite, which allows us to do all sorts of neat things later. Getting back to the page, you can find all kinds of good information here about the CLEP, such as the number of questions the exam has, what we consider the difficulty at, and other fundamental data. The official link directs you to the fact sheet for this particular exam, and we also indicate which exams might be a good idea to take first, the foundation exams, and which exams we recommend you take afterwards, the advanced exams. In this case, a foundational exam for the American Literature Clep is the Analyzing and Interpreting the Literature Clep, because there's quite a bit of overlap between the two, and the A&I Literature Clep is generally considered easier, so we recommend you taking it first. Likewise, the Humanities and English Literature Cleps, which are considered more challenging, also share some of the same study material. Of course, if you only need to take one exam, then feel free to ignore these sections, but if you're looking to earn more than just a few college credits via CLEP or DSSTs, then paying attention to overlaps can make things much easier for you in the long run. Next, I share some personal thoughts on the exam, including tips and experiences that I or others have mentioned regarding this CLEP. Now we're coming to the good stuff. Here's an index for the free American Literature CLEP study guide. Almost all of these are divided into categories and subcategories to try and keep the topics together and coherent. Clicking on one of the subcategories will take you to the topics page for that particular subcategory. The number of topics on each page varies, but I've tried to keep them to a maximum of 15 so you're not overwhelmed. I know it's a lot of material, but this is the goal that you came here for. Read the summaries, learn the material. All our flashcard and practice tests are great, but this is where the actual information comes from, so don't neglect it. Heading back to the index, you'll also notice a link marked Chapter Quiz for every category. Each quiz contains 5 questions randomly selected from the category. Once you've studied the chapter, go ahead and take the chapter quiz and see how much you've remembered. At the end, you'll get an explanation for every question you've answered, showing you what was right, what was wrong, and why. Go ahead and read these explanations, don't skip over them. There are often nuggets of wisdom in there and tips on how to remember the material. If you know why an answer is wrong, then you're halfway there on the real exam, since you can immediately count those answers out. Alright, back to the study page. On the right, you'll see our feedback forum button. Clicking on that takes you to a page where you can see what others have said about the American Literature Clep. If you have something to share after taking an exam, please do. It helps everyone who follows in your footsteps. I've compiled all the submissions from the old site into a single post, and there's a lot of good information here for a lot of exams. As more people contribute, I expect this to become even more valuable. Next are our free flashcards. Choose one subcategory, 2, or all of them. Some people love flashcards, so we wanted to give them the option. Finally, we have a free full-length practice test for this exam. It has the same time limit and number of questions as the real exam, although both CLEP and DSSTs have been known to include a few extra non-graded questions from time to time. You do have the option of turning off the randomization and the time limit if it helps you study. Remember that you're in charge here. Alright, now I know that's a lot of free stuff to cover. But wait, there's more. Let's head back to the classroom. Since we've assigned a favorite, you'll notice that the bottom area is now filled with good stuff. We've brought the study guide index over here so you won't have to go out of your way back to the study guide every time you log in. We're all about saving clicks and time here, so this will make it easier to pick up where you left off with studying. Alright, the rest is just extras. We have a resource tab with official resources, difficulty lists, and the site roadmap where you can learn about what we're working on and what's coming up. We have our blog, where I share my thoughts on various topics, although I'll keep them focused on the website and education in general. And finally, the Contact Us form where you can get in touch with me if you need to. The last 2 things I want to show you are the bell icon and your name up here in the top right. This will display your notifications, including practice tests completed, scheduled exams, and any other communications you might receive. If you click on your name, it takes you to a standard profile screen, but you can also view all of your practice test data, report your actual scores, please do this, and see any other orders you've made. Alright, I think that's it. There are a ton of other free features and resources on this site, but these are the essential bits you'll need to study effectively. Now go out there and get those credits. We're over here cheering for you.